My name's Ashton. Tell you a little about myself. I got a lisp, so sorry, front row. To let you know right now. Whoever invented the word lisp, bro, what the nigga? You an asshole? What the fuck? I can't even say the shit. I got a lisp. People like, yeah, I know. Heard it when you said lisp. I'll tell you the worst experience I ever had with a lisp. I was at AT&T. I was getting a new phone number. The lady was very excited. She's like, oh my God. Here's your new number. It's 713-667-7787. And I was like, no the fuck it ain't. No it ain't. You better throw some threes in that mug or goddamn strong 9. I ain't about to sound them S's. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Obviously, a lot of things have happened to us. We've gotten through it. I think the hardest thing I dealt with this year, it wasn't none of the pandemic. It wasn't like the Capitol riots. It was actually my cousin coming out the closet on Facebook. And nobody in my family believed him. Nobody. He made a status. He was like, hey, y'all, I'm gay. And me and my family was in the comment section like, hey man, somebody got your phone? hey dog. Hey bro, you been hacked, get your phone back. We did not believe this nigga. He had to make another status, all caps. He was mad as shit. He was like, no, for real. Y'all, I'm gay. We was just in the comment section like, hey man, change your password or something, man. It's been like 6 hours. This nigga still got your phone. What the fuck? What's crazy is like, for people to actually believe him, he had like upload a picture of him and his boyfriend making out. That's when we were like, oh shit. Oh shit, okay, all right, okay. This hacker's good with Photoshop. Might want to delete your Facebook, start over, I don't know, join Twitter. I know that's only funny to me because I remember one time I was on Facebook and I saw an article, it said scientists were looking for a gay gene. I was like, oh shit, that'd be dope. If a gay gene actually existed, do you know how easy it would be to come out the closet? You could literally just walk up to your parents, be like, Mom, Dad, I got something to tell y'all. One of y'all y'all's gay. I don't know which one, Dad, but this nigga not here. Come on. My dad hates that joke. It's fine. I don't care. You know, my dad's a great guy, love him to death. He'll never get my politics. If your parents don't get your politics, hey, just let him die. Fuck it, let him die, bro. Don't argue, just love them for who they are, all right? My dad's not gonna get my shit. My dad's not gonna get intersectionality. He's not gonna get new genders. This nigga barely understands new milks. There's no way he's gonna get gender? Nah, nigga, nah. I done spent too many hours in fucking Walmart arguing with him over almond milk. Him being like, what the fuck? What happened to regular ass milk? What happened to regular milk? And I'm in the aisle explaining, I'm like, look, brother, it's a spectrum of milks. You don't gotta be so lactose intolerant. All right. It's a lot of intolerance, bro. A lot of lactose. Were y'all at the protest? Speaking of intolerance, that was the most intolerant shit. Bro, I was at the protest last summer. It was crazy as hell. First off, the crazy part of the protest for me, it wasn't like all the police brutality. Yeah, duh, that's what we were there for. What fucked me up was I got hit by a cop. I got my skull cracked open by a cop, literally. And the most fucked up part about it wasn't the cop hitting me. It was when I was bleeding out, passing out, losing consciousness. All I heard was this black girl go, instead of helping me, she's like, girl, they hitting niggas on the head. It's time to go. Hell no, girl, it's time to go. I was like, oh, that's so funny. She's like, bitch, and I'm like a comic, so I was like, that's hilarious. Oh, shit. I was pointing at her and shit. They're like, did she do this? I was like, no, she's funny. She's great timing. No. Whole intolerance, man. Man, you know what? That wasn't even the most fucked up part. The most fucked up part about the protest were the counter-protesters. Y'all remember the counter-protesters? Just a bunch of just big hungry man looking ass, favorite color is camo looking ass motherfuckers. Just combating me. Like on the other side, what the problem was, not only were they racist, they also didn't believe in the pandemic. They weren't wearing masks and they were just on the other side of the picket line spewing racial epithets. Just no mask on the other side being like, why don't you go back to Africa? And we'd be on the other side like, nigga, we can't. It's a lockdown right now. You gotta put on a mask if you want us to go back to Africa. You gotta choose, bitch. It's goofy shit. Goofy on the other side of the fucking picket line being like, there's a war on the white male. And we'd be on the other side like, where do we sign up? How do we enlist? It's goofy shit, man. It's fucking, it just be making me mad, because it's so stupid. Racism is so stupid. My little sister's 8 years old. Some little white boy told her she was pretty for a black girl. Pretty for a black girl. You can't give me a reason to kick a white child. I will take it. You know? Now I'm over here feeling like I didn't save the world in time for my little sister, all right? So together, guys, we're gonna do stuff. We're gonna dismantle European beauty standards, all right? We truly gotta do it. How am I doing it? I'm going around calling white women ugly to their face. I'm reverse catcalling white women right now. I'll be in the streets like, hey, yo, ma! Turn your ass back around. I ain't trying to see that shit. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. It's all so stupid. Stereotypes, stupid as hell. Stupid as hell. I'm tired of combating stereotypes. They're dumb. We're out there, people think black people, just because we're fighting for equal treatment under the law, they think black people don't fuck with laws. Nigga. Nigga, come. I fuck with laws. Nigga, show me your law. Show me your law. I'd obey that bitch right now. Show me your law. I don't know what you're talking. Not only do I fuck with laws, I got favorite laws. You know what my favorite laws are? The laws of physics. Y'all fuck with them? Yeah, no, you gotta fuck with the laws of physics. You got to. Those are the only laws that apply to us evenly. You can't white privilege your way. No matter how hard you try. You can't drive off a cliff and be like, hey, do you know my father?